we're going to the objective for the day. Our objective for the day is to identify certain properties of a given soil sample. If you take a particular soil sample, what are some of the properties you are likely to encounter in that particular soil, which will help you identify that soil sample. We should also be able to explain soil texture and water drainage, as well as water drainage capacity. All right. So we should be able to explain soil texture and water drainage capacity. Let me correct this now. Water drainage and holding capacity. Water drainage and holding capacity. We should be able to explain soil texture and water drainage and holding capacity. Identify the properties of a given soil. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, now this is what I'm going to do, because there is not going to be a classroom activity. I am going to award marks based on the contribution level that I will have from you per the way you will cooperate in class. Mona has already gained 2 stars from me. So 2 stars. Mona has started climbing the mountain. 2 stars. So keep building points for yourself as we go in the course of a lesson, so that whatever you get is what I put into the head admin for you. So we should be able to identify the properties of a given soil sample, explain soil texture and water drainage and holding capacity, all right, at the end of the day. Now, this is very, very important. Why do we have to study the properties of a soil? Why do we have to study the properties of a given soil? Raise your hand at the chat, and then I'll call you to answer if you want to talk at the chat. Who is talking? Kwame, yes. People have started building their points.
To differentiate between different types of soils.
So you can differentiate between different types of soil. Okay. Kwame, you have it for me. Yes, Abigail.
Okay, so now, Mr. I was going to say that in case, Mr. Let's say, Mr. You never know what the future brings. In case you become a farmer, you know what soil that this plant needs, what this plant needs. There are types of soils.
Excellent. That's very good. Very, very important. It means that objective is very well related to social living and industrial production. Yes, Ahinkai.
Master, what I was going to say was related to topic also. Maybe when you become a biologist and organisms are living in a soil that is maybe polluted, you can help save the soil with the features you know.
Come again. Repeat that point again.
Maybe you become a biologist and you see animals are in a soil that is polluted and they are dying. And you know that these are not some of the properties of the soil. So you know what type of soil you can help them to go in.
All right, good, impressive, and kind. Yes, Jetin, last one coming from Jetin. Let's hear you out.
Okay, Mister. So maybe you become a biologist, and you go into a forest and you see a certain place trees are dying there, and then you know that maybe there's some soil there which is harming the trees which is making them die. So you can take that soil away and you can bring another soil which can help the trees grow.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. That's great contribution. Mona, you want to say something last one? There we go. Well done.
Hit me with some tea, yo. What brush it?
Okay, whoever is talking, mute your mic before you start reducing your point. Mute your mic now. All right. So that is what we are talking about regarding the properties, the importance of this objective, very, very related to our day-to-day activities as biologists and potential biologists. So take note of that. Keywords we are going to encounter in this lesson Is mommy, how far are you in the house? Mommy, is mommy in the house? She's not here.
No, mister.
All right. Fashola, read the keywords for us. What are the keywords?
So, drainage, water, holding pH, air in soil, and color.
All right. So soil properties, drainage, texture, water, holding, pH, air in soil, color. These are the keywords we are likely to encounter in today's lesson, which should contribute much to the understanding of the concept we're going to look at this very morning. So please take note of these keywords. I'll be sending you the slides. Make sure you download them in the Google Classroom to be able to get the key concept that we have discussed or we're going to discuss in class in order to maximize the learning outcome. Now, study the pictures we have carefully. There, you have soil sample with various activities going on over there. Properties of the soil. Look at the beautiful pictures you have there. In 10 seconds, write down 3 properties that you can deduce from these wonderful pictures of a soil. In 10 seconds, write down 3 properties at least that you can deduce from these pictures displayed on the screen, which can be used to identify a substance to be a soil. All right, let's go to the chat column right now and begin to key in our answers. Let's have the answers come in chat column. Let's have them come in the chat column. Who is going to be that first person to give us some responses? First person to break the silence. If you chat one, don't wait to type all the 3. You can type one, post it, whilst you continue to type the other ones. Properties of soil, characteristics of soil, features of a soil.
Mr. People are already typing. I think you have to scroll down to see them.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, let me see. Oh, some answers have come. Sorry for that. Soil helps in vegetable growing. Properties of soil. Helps in vegetable growing kind of look like a function. Soil is brown. I see soil is brown from Inketia. Habitation for animals, kind of function-like point. Michael Ketcher is saying that soil helps in growing vegetation. Also sounding like a function. It is the main substance for plant growth. Also sounding like a function, not a property. Emmanuel is looking at color. Color, like someone also said brown. It's brown. So color, habitation for animals, like I said earlier on, home to organisms, is like a function, not a property. Now, this is a misconception that we have realized in the middle school. Most of the times when students are writing properties or features or characteristics, they confuse it with function. A function is a keyword that is different from what? A property. The hand has somewhat features that helps it to what? That help it to perform certain functions. Okay, or its function of picking, eating, all right, and all that. So the property will help it do the function. So do not confuse the two. All right, the properties of a head, it has eyes, and the eyes are used for vision. So do not confuse yourself between the two, function and what? Feature. The feature will help you do the function. And the function is, we say, as a result of the feature possessed by the material concerned. All right. So habitat for organisms, still a function, still function. I'm saying for black, I say black. Mineral particles, okay. Cloudy, so color. Texture, I see texture. Texture, properties, texture. So I see texture, color, brown, variety of texture, fertility. So now fertile, I see Emmanuel Pilgrim say fertile, fertility. The fertile rate of a soil, okay. Because we can look at the types of the soil. We said clay, sandy, loamy. Their fertility different. pH, incredible point coming from Asiedu. Hey, sorry, Edun Ketia over there. pH. Abigail is also saying acidity, and acidity is directly linked to the bigger broad word pH. pH. But Kwame Ketia, next time when you are typing pH, the H should be capital. Thank you for the understanding. Acidity, pH, very, very much related. Now we're going to back to our slide, and we'll look at what the picture is saying. Now, properties of soil. Various properties of a soil can be used to investigate that particular type of soil. So you can do some experiment to determine these properties, and the results that you find will help you to classify that particular soil sample. And these properties are texture, one, like I saw from one of you, texture, water drainage and holding capacity, air in water, pH. So the four cardinal points we're looking at here: texture, water drainage and holding capacity, air in water, and then pH. I think I saw two of them. And then we also want to look at color. Another major property of soil that can easily be seen and identified is color. And I saw color. So three of them came from the responses you gave. That is very good work. So these are the properties of a soil that can be used to identify that particular soil sample. Any question? Do I have any question, or any of them that you think is here, it's not here, that should be here?
Mr. Porosity.
Porosity. Okay, can you tell us what porosity is? Porosity.
Mr. links to air and water.
Come again?
It links to air and water a bit.
It links to air and water.
Yeah.
Air.
Mr. Isaac, when it's able to absorb fluids.
Yes, but that point is very much related to water drainage and holding capacity. Abigail, do you agree? Huh? Water drainage and holding capacity. Anyway, we'll look at it at the end of the day to see whether it's the same as water drainage capacity. Okay, Abigail. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so let me put for now or porosity over there, and we'll see whether it's the same or it's different from it. Okay, along the line we'll discover that. But that's a great contribution over there from you. All right. Now, the picture below has two types of soil samples there, or two different soil samples that is being, each picture is showing a sample of soil that is being observed. When we say texture of a soil, what do we mean by that? What do we mean by texture of a soil? Raise your hand at the column. I think I have some points, stars. Most of you have gained your stars now. Yes, Kwame. Yes.
Soil texture is like how the soil feels. Maybe
But,
it's rough, maybe it's smooth.
okay. How the soil feels could be rough, could be smooth. Okay, Michael Ketcher, thank you. Nketia. Yes, Michael Ketcher.
How rough or smooth it feels like.
How rough or smooth it feels like. How rough or smooth it feels like. Great, great. Jetin, and you can be on standby. I'll call you. Jetin.
Okay, Mr. So soil, the texture means that how the soil is like. Is it soft? Is it rough? Is it hard? How,
Okay.
like if you put it on your palm, you would instantly feel, you instantly know how the soil is. If maybe like in the picture there, you see the woman has a hand and she has the worms in it, worms in the soil. That means that the soil is soft because the worms can pass through the soil very easily if it's soft.
All right.
But if you look at the upper picture, it is hard. You can see the stones there and the rest.
Okay. All right. That's great contribution over there. Another thing brought in between the fingers or felt in the palm. Yes, I think Gerard and Cole, make sure people are gaining their stars. They have not spoken. I think let's go. I think you raise your hand. It's not there? Okay. So that is it. If you study the picture carefully, you realize that.
Mister, it is the way, like how it feels when your hands are in, or the way animals pass through, where, like if it's soft, the animals can pass through well, but if it's rough or hard, animals will not be able to live inside. So it should show you like how the texture is.
Okay, all right. So that is the same point made by colleagues, incredible one there. So we're saying that the soil tester refers to the way the soil feels in between fingers. All right, whether the soil is soft, whether the soil is rough, whether it is what, gritty. All right, gritty has to do with the sandy nature. If you have a sandy particles in there, it will feel gritty. Gritty spelled G-R-T-I-T-T-Y, gritty. All right. And then is it smooth when you are feeling the soil in between your fingers? And this property can be used to classify a soil. All right. This can be used to classify a soil based on the way it feels in between fingers. So that's what we are talking about. The soil tester is a description of how the soil feels when you rub it between your fingers and thumb. All right. Sandy soil feels what? Gritty. Silty. Do you remember this word, silty?
Yes.
In your first term exam, right? So gritty, silty, all right, and that is silky also. Whereas clay soil feels what? Sticky. Art, during your art, did you experience that? The sticky nature of clay soil?
Yes.
Yes, Mister.
Aha.
Yes.
So that is why you were able to use it to mold different designs of artifacts. So sticky, but cannot be squeezed as well as other soils. Okay. So take note of this property, soil texture. how the soil feels, like you have said, in between finger, because you can only do it with your hand, all right, and look at it carefully to determine the property of this soil, all right. Okay, the picture is below. Samuela.
Mister, please send it back. I'm not done writing.
Oh, I will send you the slide, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Samuela, are you there? Samuela, is she there? Mona.
Yes, mister.
All right, can you comment about the picture we have there on soil pH? Look at the picture carefully and comment on it. What does it look like? What does this picture look like? You want to drop some stars?
No,
Uh-huh.
mister, I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Mr.
What do you,
Yes.
okay, whatever you have, share with us, whatever you have in mind. Uh-huh.
Mr. Kanete,
Yes.
it looks
Oh,
like
Mona,
a pH
no,
scale.
wait, 18, wait. We still want Mona to give anything she has in the mind.
Wow.
So that we can continue. Then you come in, okay?
Okay, mister.
Uh-huh. Mona,
Yes, mister.
hurry up. What do you have in mind?
I think
Should I give the opportunity to Jetin to take some stars?
mister,
Uh-huh. Oh, this picture is very, very familiar. Very familiar. When Jetin is commenting, you realize that he knew the team, but he didn't want to win. You just didn't want to win. Air your view. JT, let's go.
Mister, it looks like a pH scale.
Looks like a what?
A pH scale.
Uh-huh. Comment on that.
Mister, I can't see the screen again.
Oh, all of you can't see my screen?
Me, I can see it.
Uh-huh.
Mister, I
JT,
can't see too.
click on my sharing. Click on
I
my
can see
name.
very well.
Click on my
I
name.
can see it.
Sharing. You see it.
Mister, it's totally black.
How many of you cannot see my screen?
Mister, let me leave and rejoin.
Go to Mr's presentation and pin it.
Go to my name and click on it. You'll see my screen. Okay, yes. Kecha, can you share your view on that? Michael Kecha.
Mister, now I can see it.
You are ready to go.
It looks like
Yes, Kecha, let's go.
it looks like a pH scale showing the graph on some items, whether they are acidic or alkaline.
Okay. Okay. Jetin, continue from there. Thank you, Michael.
Okay, Mister. So,
Pastor, get ready to continue from where Jetin will stop. Yes?
So they are showing objects which can be like Coca-Cola, which is acidic. Because when you open Coca-Cola, it fizzes. And if you see on the alkaline side, you can see laundry detergent. So mostly the cleaning materials are mostly alkaline, like soap, like the detergents and the rest. Blood is neutral, and mineral water is slightly acidic, which you can see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That is great one. Yes, Pastor, Michael.
okay, mister.
Yeah.
Hydraulic acid is acidic, as you can see from the name. I need to smell it. has this kind of smell. And it's a
Okay.
Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola. When you open Coca-Cola, it always bubbles. You see that coming out. When you smell it, it has this specific smell like something has entered the room like a sponge view. Sponge rootness.
Okay. Now a quick one, and this one goes to Abigail. Why shouldn't people having ulcer take in Coca-Cola?
Mr. Please, what did you say? I didn't hear the question well.
Why is it that people with ulcer are advised not to take Coca-Cola?
Because Mr. when you have ulcer, the acidity of your tummy is really high. So then Mr. when you take Coca-Cola, it's going to increase the acidity because Coca-Cola is acidic.
Very, very impressive. Thank you for that excellent explanation over there, applying some breathing, biology, and chemistry together over there. We know that the acidity there is acid in the stomach, which is relatively high. So it can wear the internal walls of the intestines or the lining of the stomach. So if you continue to drink Coca-Cola, especially early in the morning where you have not eaten solid food, this may increase the pH over there because of the acidity, and that will also trigger the ulceric conditions in the stomach. You'll be feeling a stomach ache and all that over there. So that's the advice over there. Thank you so much for the contributions coming from all of you. Great one there. So when we talk about pH, what are we looking at? When we talk about pH, Gerard, what are we looking at? Yes, Gerard. When we say pH, what are we looking at? Gerard, can we hear you? We are not hearing you. Nana Yao.
Hello, mister.
Nana Yao. Yes, when we say pH of a soil, what are we talking about? What are we looking at?
Like how hot or cold the temperature is of the soil?
How what?
Hot or cold?
How hot or cold the soil is? That's the pH of a soil. How hot and cold the soil is. Mona, do you agree with her? With him?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, Nana said the acidity of a soil is how hot, the pH of a soil is how hot or cold the soil is. Is it true?
Yes.
It's true. Why are you saying it's true?
Mister, because what you said is true. It depends how hot or cold the soil is.
Ahinka, do you agree?
Because I'm not sure.
You are not sure. You are not sure whether you agree or disagree.
Yes, on Mona's answer.
Mona's answer, she's saying that the pH of the soil is how hot or cold the soil is. And you are saying you are not sure whether you agree or disagree.
Mister, I disagree, mister.
Why do you disagree?
Mister, because the pH is how like mister, how much acid is in the soil, not how hot or cold it is.
Okay, how hot or cold of a substance should be what referred to as what? How hot or cold a substance is should be referred to as what? Should be referred to as what? Somebody,
Temperature.
Temperature. 3 points there for Hankai. You have 3 stars. I think Kwame Kiti also is having same three stars. Impressive. Mona and Nana Yao, did you hear that? How hot or cold a substance is is referred to as the temperature, physics. That's the temperature. That is why if you go to the hospital, the essential details they take first is what? The temperature, how hot your body is or cold your body is. They'll go on to take the pressure and your weight sometimes, then your height. So please, be careful with the answers you give as to whether they are going to, cloud your judgment or not. Okay? Mona, Nana Yao, did you hear that?
Yes, Mister.
All right, so that's good one there coming from Ahinkai and Michael. Yes, Esiedu. I always call you Esiedu because of Esiedu Ketia, the NDC man. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so when we talk about the pH of a soil, we're looking at the measure. All right, the measure. Remember when we're looking at acids and bases, we said the measure of how acidic or alkaline a substance is referred to as a pH. Okay, and the substance here is what? The soil. So the measure of how much acid or alkaline is in the soil is with acid or alkaline is in the soil is referred to as what? The pH of that soil. Okay, the pH of that soil. What are some of the things we use to discover the pH of a soil? Quick one there. Yes, Pilgrim, type. I think your mic has a problem. Pilgrim, I'm coming in. Abigail, what are the things that we use to determine the pH of a soil? Pilgrim, type your answer since your mic is not working so that we know you are with us.
My mic is working.
Yes, Pilgrim.
Yeah.
You have 15 seconds to give us the answer.
Indicator.
What?
I say indicator.
Indicator. What indicator? We have so many indicators in this world. What indicator? Should I give the star to someone else?
Universe indicator.
What? Universe indicator. Universe. Make it better.
Universal indicator.
Universal indicator. All right. It's not universe indicator. Universal indicator. Thank you very much, Pilgrim, for the answer. Abigail, you said you have a question. Can we hear your question?
Mister, why do they call it pH? Power of hydrogen. Why do they call it power of hydrogen?
Why do they call it power of hydrogen? When you come to this question,
I know.
Yes, someone is.
I think. Because hydrogen is the most common element in the whole universe.
Hydrogen is the most common element in the whole universe. Wow.
You sure?
Mister, isn't that true?
Yes, it's the most abundant element anyway. Yes, for now. Okay, but it's not the reason why we refer to it as a power of hydrogen. When you come to IG, we'll talk about acidity in details, where we'll look at why we say substance is acidic. Okay, when we say substance is acidic, we are referring to the number of hydrogen that the substance is able to give away. Okay, so every substance that is an acid contains hydrogen. All right, so when you come there, we try to talk about definitions of acids and bases according to certain scientists such as Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry. Okay, then we talk about the power of hydrogen. That is why at this level we don't really want to go into that aspect of power of hydrogen, because it's just a statement. You don't have the other experiences to help you understand now. And if we want to go into that, it's going to create so many learning gaps, since you will not be able to comprehend the things we're talking about. So as you climb in chemistry and come and meet me, God willing, IG, we'll talk about Arrhenius acids and Bronsted-Lowry acid. Okay? Abigail, are you there? Abigail, you got it? Okay, so hydrogen acids very much related, because the number of displaceable hydrogens an acid has determines its strength. All right, and we use that in terms of the pH indicators to determine whether a substance is more acidic or is more alkaline. So when you come there, we'll look at it into details. Thank you very much for that question. So now we're looking at the pH of a soil. Okay, the pH of a soil based on the experiences that we've gathered from acids and bases. I need a simple experiment from one of you raising your hand boldly to tell us how we can investigate the acidity or alkalinity of a soil. How can we do that? Just raise your hand and give us a simple experiment that we can use to determine the pH of a soil. I think I'm giving away some 5 stars on this one because it's more critical. So 5 stars should go for that one. Yes, a simple experiment on how the pH of a soil can be determined. Very simple experiment. Who is coming for that one? Quick, quick, quick. We have some few minutes. Am I keeping my 5 stars? Should I put them back in the pocket? Okay, I have one hand up. Ngetia, are you raising your hand too? Yes, Pilgrim.
Maybe.
Pilgrim, after Pilgrim, Ngetia comes. Yes, Pilgrim, let's go.
We can take two types of soils and keep them in an indicator in a container. After that, we will pour the universal indicator inside the soil. Then we check the pH.
How would you check the pH?
We will use the red.
Okay, nice try there. I think I'll give you 2.5. You have 2.5. Yes, Kwame Nketia.
I don't really think my own is
Just
correct,
say what you want to say.
Maybe you can add like something like water so it become liquid.
You add water to what?
Soil.
Okay, you add water to soil.
And then you put one of the you put the universal indicator in, and then the color will determine if it's acid or alkaline.
All right. So how do you now determine the pH when you have finished dipping in the universal indicator and the color has changed? Give us some color.
Either color is red or orange, meaning it is acidic. But then if it is blue, it's alkaline.
Is that what you said? You were not sure whether it's correct? Of course, the marking scheme will not want any other thing apart from what you said. That's brilliant. Okay? Brilliant work. Down there.
For 2 seconds.
Yeah. Ahinkan, yes, Ahinkan, you want to say something?
I'm shipping coming soon. It's like that moist soil. Then you put the pH, the universal indicator in it. The mister. You find you when it turns red, acidic, and when it turns blue, alkaline.
All right. So just like Nketia said, okay. You remember when we were dealing with acids and bases, I brought some soil sample to the class, didn't I? And then we added water. We added water to the soil sample, right? Then we used the indicator to check whether it's acidic or alkaline, didn't I?
Yes.
So yes, that's the same thing we are doing here. A simple approach that you can use to determine whether the soil has alkaline pH or acidic pH. You just take the soil sample. Emmanuel said that we should just use the dry soil. No. Okay. Emmanuel, if you want to get the hydrogens inside there, you need to make them free. So the only way you can make them free to move about is when you have dissolved it in water. So you need to first of all dissolve the soil in water. When you've done that, then you now put your universal indicator inside. Okay, then you have a color change. The color change will determine the type of soil in terms of pH it is, whether it's red or it is blue. If it's red, we're saying that it is acidic. If it's blue, and then you're saying that it is what? Alkaline. Even the red, we need to look at the deepness of the red. If it's more red, then if you look at the pH scale, you see that that soil should be highly what? Acidic. The more the reduction in the the reddish nature of the soil, the less acidic it is. And the deeper the blue color, the higher the alkaline. So if you know a certain plant, okay, what is the implication of it? The pH of the soil in growing certain plants or crops. What is the implication? What is the implication of knowing the pH of a soil as a farmer? Yes? Last point that is going to take some few coins into your pocket. Why should you as a farmer know the pH of a soil?
Mister?
Yes, Ahinkai.
Mister, so you can know whether you can plant your seed in that soil or not, Mister, because if the pH is too high, Mister, I think you cannot plant your seeds. But if the pH is a little low or it's a little low, you can plant your seeds in it.
Okay, thank you. I have more hands there. Hey, this is becoming more interactive. JT, Abigail, prepare to come. JT, yes?
Okay, Mister. So if you're a farmer and you know the pH of soils and
Abigail, let me talk. You can talk after. Let me answer.
okay, so when you're a farmer and you know the pH of the different soils in your farm, you can know that maybe cabbage grows in this pH, tomatoes grow in this pH. So you can divide them and it will grow very well instead of just using one soil.
Superb. Yes, Abigail, let's go.
Mister, you see every plant has a certain pH that they grow in.
Yeah.
So then, Mister, if you go and plant, let's say cabbage, I don't know whether cabbage need acidic soil or alkaline, but then, Mister, let's assume they need acidic, right?
Yeah.
And then, Mister, if you go and plant it in alkaline soil, Mister, they won't grow well because you are using the wrong pH.
Yeah. Very, very good. Thank you. God bless you all. Excellent contribution.
Mister,
I know you are going to make. Yes.
Just like apple, they don't grow in Ghana because maybe the pH in Ghana is not as apples.
Of course, in Ghana we have both acidic and alkaline soil, and I'm happy to announce to you that they have found out that apple can grow in Ghana, in Ashanti region.
Yeah, they found one apple tree. Their first apple tree.
Volta region, and then in Ghana, Ashanti region. So it's a plan that is underway. And Ketia, let's wrap up. We are finishing. Let's wrap up.
I think it's not true.
Oh, it's true. There's the apple. They showed it. The scientists went to cut it open. It was an apple. There are two. One of them was fig, and the other is true apple. The man brought it from Belgium, and he grew it. All right. So they are now growing it in Eastern region to as trial. All right. And Ketia, wrap it up for us. Let's go.
So, Mister,
Yes. Hurry up.
Mr.
Let's go. You have the next lesson.
You're supposed to know the type of like the pH of the soil because there are these types of fruits that can grow in types of soils.
Okay.
So then if you know, like maybe example, an apple grows in a pH of like 7. They are supposed to get soil that has pH of 7.
Okay.
before the apple can grow.
Okay. Last question, then we go. Quick one. So if you find out that the pH is acidic, but the plant can grow in basic soil, and that's the only land you have, what would you do as a farmer? Quick one, then last question. Quick one, then we go. What would
Mr. Me.
Yes.
Mr. You add alkaline.
You add alkaline
to the soil. Then the pH will become neutral.
And then neutralize.
Then you can plant a seed in it.
You can plant a seed in it. Okay, but you need a basic soil. So this time around, you don't just make it neutral, but you add more base.
Add more.
You add more base so that it will be slightly basic. Thank you all for the incredible performance. I'll make sure you are rewarded accordingly on Head at Me. Have a nice day and see you
Adios.
Friday. Bye-bye.